These is Louis Timbs, it look like one of them, it ain't, dog. The valet happy to drive my car, you better not scratch my paint. Creep Ted Bundy, the way we doing these niggas, he look like a saint. We 300,000 in booby, she wet from my ear, she as wet as the same. Creep is breaking the bank. Creep is breaking the...
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. I figured it was 2026. I need to change it up, but thank you guys for just still being part of the squad, and I appreciate you guys' patience greatly. I have a lot of videos actually just backed up, and I plan to upload them all by Wednesday, but most of them it'll just be weird if I just drop them out. But I checked my YouTube channel, I seen it that my last video was like 3 weeks ago, so I was like feeling bad for how long it's been. But at the same time, you need to take breaks for yourselves personally. You know, it is a good thing to grind for your hobbies, but you have to think about your health. Most part, do not give up on your hobbies as well as your dreams. I did see a lot coming out for this week, so we need to catch up. We gotta get the channel caught up to what's happening. But for this part, it'll be mostly Warframe, strictly due to how I do think my channel's primarily Warframe, and then a lot of content would just be what I choose for it to be. Today, we're gonna go over what's about to drop on March 25th, which is what, 9 days from now. So we got the countdown, the timer starting now. So we're gonna get a new we have a lot of free loot about to drop, or actually is dropping week by week, to celebrate the 13th anniversary of Warframe, if I'm not mistaken, bro. 13th anniversary is crazy. And they always have a thing called the DAC set, and it's a series of multiple items. It can be random. One year it can be weapons, another year it can be an armor set, and then another year it's an ephemera. This year we're getting it as their new attachment to Warframe, the Signa. So it looks sick, I'm not gonna lie. We have a lot more dropping throughout the coming weeks. So if you're a new Warframe player, now is the time to hop on this. You get a lot of new skins and a good upgrade compared to your average Warframe starter. But we have a new Warframe, which is the most hype part about this, and she's going to be the main highlight of Shadowgrapher. Her name is Follies. Now it's cool to see how, like, I don't know about her base helmet. Her default helmet is kind of questionable, but I do like the alt. But the paint, I feel like, you know, when it comes to creativity, a lot of the developers is really in tune with a lot of pop culture, so you can definitely see clear expedition motivation placed into Follies painting origin. So it's like a good they're also pairing it with like a creepy aesthetic, you know, like a second version of Chains of Horror, but it's going to be on the Venus proxy. But another hype thing, and this is already out, is that we have Vauban Heirloom. This skin is sick. I still haven't had a chance to customize it yet, but I will, and it will be posted on the social media on our page. But for the most part, Vauban also got a rework. I think I went over what changes he got in the last video, but for the biggest change is that his 4 gadget move is now press and hold move that pairs 2 of the gadgets together. So it's a lot of good stuff. Warframe is now on Android, so I had it on iPhone, so I know the experience of playing it on mobile is very clean. Even you can even say better than the Switch 1. I'm excited to see what the Switch 2 capabilities are going to bring to the table, so that's going to be exciting. But there's a lot of quality of life coming to Warframe in terms of, like, if I can remember, like, presets for different POV scaling, and she said that each preset would dedicate to a theme of playstyle. So I'm curious to, you know, what does that mean? You know, I think I don't know if they're camera changes or the zoom in and the POVs. A lot of people were saying when I stream, how do I get my screen like that? And personally, I do think the POV can change how the game looks. I like the closer look for a cinematic feel, and then the further look for, like, a more action encompassing feel. I don't know how to explain it. You can see more, but another cool thing is that they hinted in the dev shorts that a Dante skin is in the works for sure, based off how they kind of leak things already. The most hype things, oh yeah, and the Tenet arc gun is also in the works. You know, when they bring it up, it means it's being made in the behind the scenes for sure. Otherwise they won't mention it. You know, even with the bikes in 1999, they brought that up as Kuva bikes to ride and see this way a long time ago, and now look what we have. So it's always a good reminder, or a good idea to pin when they say those things like that. April 2nd, we will finally have our next operation called Operation Atramentum. This one is going to need you to beat Chains of Haro, but this operation would also allow you to get access to a lot of the previous operation rewards. I missed out on the last one, so this will be a chance for me to get that, but this will be a good chance to also gain some new Sayadanas. I think they have one that mimics the Tennokan, so if you do have FOMO and you want to get a Sayadana similar, this will be a chance. And then I think they said March 25th would also be the day they're going to reveal the Switch 2 news. So another hype part is that Gallus and Grendel are getting these futuristic cyber skins. I think a Gundam fandom got to the developers, so now we're getting these 6 skins that can kind of represent Zephyr's alternate skin. So I'm excited to see when these two come out. The most hype part about these 2 skins is that they're getting a dual emote, and I wonder, I mean, it's a way to flex the fashion, but it's similar to how Ureli and what's his name, I forgot, the mushroom Uko. See, I need to hop back on. But yeah, so that emo is also going to be included with the skin. We're also getting 2 sick Tennogen skins for Styanax and Nova. Another W for Tennogen, because the best thing about this is that they have the creators create these skins for Warframes. Styanax is a newer Warframe. Nova, they need to chill on her. She has too many damn skins. They just need to choose newer ones, and then that would be best. But these ones look different, so I'm excited to see how the fashion will go. And then the most exciting thing is the adversary weapons. We're getting the Tenet Quanta, the Kuva Bull Saw, and the Coda something Bubonico. Yeah, the Coda Bubonico. Those 3 adversary weapons are going to be game changing, and it's finally time that those weapons get love. This is also a great sign to indicate that, you know, future weapons can always be implemented into the weapon pool of any faction weapons. So don't lose faith if your Tenet Zorus didn't make it to the chart. I know it's bound to happen. A lot of quality of life features are coming in. Tennocon's about to drop in a couple of months, but I just wanted to thank you guys for still being part of the squad, and to let you guys know that a lot of videos and live streams will be happening this week to just catch us up. But I appreciate your guys' time, and like always, you guys be safe, keep up the grind, and I'll see you guys next time.